For this video, I'm going to be unboxing, assembling, and giving my overall impressions of this statue. If you're unfamiliar with who Baldur is, this is directly from the 2018 God of War game that came out on the PlayStation 4. Baldur was the main protagonist throughout the entire game, and the overall story of that game was just unbelievable, especially if you play the other God of War games. But this is pulled directly from that as far as how the statue is set up with the base and the character. And this is actually part of the two-part statue. It's called a diorama. The other part of the statue is Kratos and his son Atreus. They kind of face off each other. And I'll put up a picture of what that looks like. But this is just part one of what this overall statue will look like once I have the second half of it. So I'm going to get to showing the base and the upper part of the statue, what it looks like when it came out of the box, and then I'll assemble it and give my overall impressions of it at the end. Also, I'll be doing close-up video of all the fine details and stuff that you don't get while putting it together, just so you get a better idea of all the paintwork and the sculpt and all that stuff. I already went and took apart the box, opened up the first box. This is actually one of two. I'm going to have to pick this video up in a few days to actually finish it. This is a two-part shipment. I only got box number one, and my house sits back about 200 feet from the road that I live on, and FedEx left this at the end of my driveway by my mailbox, and I'll throw in a picture so you can see that. But I unboxed this without the second part, just because I wanted to see if there was any damage to any part of the base or anything like that. And at this point, I've taken most of this stuff out, like the little pieces, except for the big main part, which I'm going to take out and set up on the stand that it's going on, and I'll assemble all the small pieces on it. And then I'll pick this video back up once I get the main part of the statue and assemble the entire thing from there. Now, this is the second layer. This is typically how these come. A lot of the larger ones, there's the base in one box and then the actual top part of the statue in another box. So this was a two-part shipment. So what I'm going to do is start to assemble this, and then I'll get some close-ups and give my overall thoughts on the statue overall. So here's the statue fully assembled. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way around the whole thing, so you can see all the intricate detail and all of this and all the sculpt work and all the paint application and how it came out overall. The bottom of the base does have a lot of this Norse mythology type writing along it as it goes around it, which is pretty neat. Considering this game is based within Norse mythology, it does make a lot of sense. So overall, my impressions on this as a whole is an extremely good statue. I only buy a couple of these a year, so I'm very selective in what I buy. Usually the ones that I do buy, I know they're going to be pretty high quality. The only issue that I have with this is I'll throw up some of the regular photos that were on the Prime One website as well. Like a lot of the neon color green that you see on the statue, in those pictures it was like a glowing, almost looked like it would glow in the dark type of green. On the statue it doesn't pop quite as much, so the color on the actual green part on these characters, which are the Broods part of the statue, they don't pop quite as much as what I would have liked them to. And the other issue that I have is, if you see this entire base that this is sitting on, I have this area here, which is where Kratos and Atreus is going, and this is also a centerpiece to go between them. This came with the exclusive version. So if I have this here, and then put Kratos here, I don't have a lot of room. The end of this is actually hanging off just a little bit to give it a little bit more room. So what I might do is then I'm moving this forward so I have more room to push Kratos and Atreus forward when those ones do come in. But worst case scenario, I'll put each of these on a single stand on their own. Like I have my Advanced Suit Spider-Man. He's on a stand all on his own. I'll put them on a single one of each and push them together if they both don't fit on this, because I can always use this for another one. But other than that, I'm extremely pleased with this. The amount of detail and everything on this piece is incredible. There's some resin pieces on here, like the part that comes off from his head, these arrows and stuff. These are not sculpted. His cape here, that's sculpted. He's completely sculpted. The artwork on his body was unbelievable. All his tattoos and everything, just like it looks in the game, and it came out extremely well in the statue. Overall, the sculpt of this overall, the paint application, all of that is very impressive. I have no reservations about buying this piece, and hopefully within the next couple of months I'll be getting in the Kratos and Atreus to put beside him, and that will make pretty good diorama overall. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the statue assembly and the little review, throw the video a like. I'll have a few more statue unboxings and assemblies as this year moves along. Like I said, I don't buy many of these. One, they're expensive and I don't have a ton of room. But when these do pop in every once in a while, I'll throw it on the channel so you guys can check it out. Thanks for watching.